Although the week is coming to an end, traders should be cautious, as some leading economies will disclose a bulk of information on the business activity. By comparing each country's performance in the manufacturing and services sectors, we can predict which currency will get a boost after the news release. The most important issue is whether the currencies will rise or fall. For example, this week the US dollar has experienced considerable pressure amid the publication of unexpectedly weak data on the US retail sales. The fact is that at present, any report issued in the United States is considered a factor that favors or disfavors the key rate cut by the Fed Reserve. The situation is almost the same in European and Asian countries. Let us figure out what events will attract attention on June 21. You're watching Traders Calendar. As mentioned, some global economies will disclose their business activity data today. The reports will reflect the situation in the manufacturing and services sectors, as well as the general picture of a business activity by means of a composite indicator. For example, in Australia, business activity in the manufacturing sector is expected to drop to 49 points from a 49.7 in May. And this decline is likely to weaken the Australian dollar. Meanwhile, the services PMI is projected to increase to 53 points from a 52.5. Consequently, the composite index may climb to 53.4 points from a 52.1, which would be a positive signal for both the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. If these indicators show significant divergence, market volatility is likely to be high until the currency's trend is settled. For the Japanese yen, an increase in business activity does not allow mean strengthening. The yen is heavily influenced by external factors such as the Fed's interest rate forecast, the US dollar's position, commodity prices, and the yield gap between Japanese and the US regulators. However, meeting the anticipated level of 50.5 points could mark the first improvement in a year, potentially leading to a rise in the yen. The inflation report is likely to have a more considerable influence on the yen than other figures. Core inflation is expected to grow by around 2.5%. In April, the indicator was also at 2.5%. Notably, core prices exclude fuel and food costs. Government energy subsidies ended in May, which is likely to impact May's inflation numbers. Rising prices along with the increase in wages might prompt the Bank of Japan to continue raising rates, positively affecting the yen. Reports on the UK retail sales could boost the pound sterling. According to analysts, the indicator will advance to a positive 1.6% from a negative -2.3%. However, April's reports were much worse than anticipated, showing the biggest drop in retail sales in 4 months. If the situation remains the same, the pound sterling will lose value against the greenback. On the other hand, positive reports on the Eurozone's and Germany's manufacturing PMI could affect the dollar's leading position. Germany's index is expected to rise to 46.8 points, and this forecast seems achievable given that the main Eurozone economy is increasing its exports to China and to the United States. In the Eurozone, the business activity index may also climb to around 48 points. If the predictions come true, the indicator will hit its highest level in a year and thus supporting the euro. However, the situation may change once the United States publishes its report on the manufacturing PMI. The American economy is faring much better than its European counterpart. Its business activity index confidently remains in the expansion zone above the critical 50-point mark. In May, it may rise to 51.5 points, and this could help the US dollar recover losses and get a new boost for strengthening. We will monitor the market reaction to the above-mentioned reports. Subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions and offers? are welcomed. We wish you profitable trading. See you soon!